Have you ever worried about starting a business from the scratch have become a very challenging issue to you? How can I start a business? And what are the ideas I need to put together in the marketplace? If that have been one of your major challenges that make you not to embrace the entrepreneur, I'm here to let you know that you have to act fast and do something and come out from your comfort zone. So today I'll be talking about some great things in which you can put together in order for you to start your entrepreneurial mission, thereby taking you out from that your comfort zone and bring that the uniqueness in you. So bear with me as you dive in. One of the first things that we are going to be talking about today is idea generation. How do you validate the idea? How do you craft an idea? How do you know that your idea is required in the marketplace? Or how do you bring out yourself to the marketplace and for people to be able to buy that solution that you are about to unveil to the marketplace? In order for you to craft a very robust idea, you have to do your own due diligence. What I mean by due diligence is that you have to first define the business. Then you have to look at what industry and who are my target audience. What solution are you bringing to the marketplace? Are the marketplace ready to buy my solution? And how am I addressing the challenges? So, if you can be able to find an answer to all this great information, this idea of yours, then you already craft something great. The next thing you have to do is you have to map out what you really need to do in order to bring this idea to the marketplace. For those people who have been seeking for it, looking for the great idea, addressing their challenges and their solution, then you are on your path to entrepreneur. And again, as an entrepreneur, you must be able to balance what they call the market strength. You must have a very unique strategies on how you're going to be able to craft this idea so that anybody who is looking for your solution can be able to easily offer, price tag that you might be able to offer. It is very important for you to go through, pull some data together, gather information, gather everything that you think you need. Go online, search on the Google, search on the web, check some blogs, review many things that circle around those research. Know what the people are looking for. Then know what are the threats, what are the challenges, what are the things people are talking about, either product or services. Doing this is going to allow you to be able to craft your own data and see how best you can be able to find a specific niche to be able to penetrate the market. Meaning that you'll be able to do what your competitors are not doing. That is going to be a sweet spot for you. And for that doing so, through the help of the market research, all these answers is going to be unveiling. But if you don't do a market research, there's no way you can be able to address major challenges that those people need. And the interesting part of it is that if you can do your market research very well, you'll be able to craft a solution that will be very appealing to the people, to your audience, and to those people that you're serving. And in so doing, the market is yours. How do you plan your business? What are the structures? What are the things? What are the tools that you need? What are the things that you need to put your business plan together? What capital do you need? What resources do you need? Do you need to have an office space? Do you need to do your business from home? Do you need to, what are the things that you need to do in order for you to be able to have this winning? What do you project in a couple of years? What is your plan in next 2, 3, 4 years? What is your mid goal? What is your long-term goal? What is your short-term goal? Where do you see your business in 10 years from now? Where do you see your business in the next 5 years from now? 2 years from now? A year from now? Even 6 months from now? All this is going to be structured in your business plan. What should your business, what are the mission? Who should be your next competitor in the next 5 years, in the next 3 years, in the next 4 years, in the next a year from now? What other product do you plan to bring in the marketplace in the next 2, 3 years from now? Those are part of business plan. And how do you want to prepare your product to the marketplace? How do you want people to view your product in the marketplace? And in what way do you want to service your customer? And what are the things that you think that your customer will like moving forward? What do you intend to incorporate along the line? All these cycle in the business plan. What resources, what capital? How do you get the funding? Did I need to meet friends and family? Did I need to go and borrow a loan? Did I need to apply for a credit card? Did I need to look for agent investor? All these are part of the information that you need in order to factor in your business plan. And it's going to be like a guide, because the business plan is just like a guide, just like a roadmap. Just let's say, for instance, someone who is going to is going to Houston, right? But in order for you to get to Houston, you must probably, how do you want to get to Houston? Do you want to use your personal car? Or do you want to get a rental car? So you want to use your personal car. You have to factor in the cost. Okay, when you get to even Houston, do you want to stay in an Airbnb? Do you want to stay in an hotel? Do you want to, what part do you want to stay? All these are the information that you need. In order for you to get, there's no way you can be able to get to Houston. So it is very important that we factor all those aspects when we are doing all this. How do you choose a business structure? And what type of business structure do we have? After you have already finished do your market research and you discover that you need to register your business, how do you want your business structure to be structured? You might decide to go with sole proprietorship, that is doing business in one-man business. If you decide to run your business as sole proprietorship, there's a lot of liability that is involved in running business as sole proprietorship. Because if anything happens to the business, maybe you take the business to go and borrow some money, some funds, or you do business with people. If any legal action is being taken towards you, they will go after what you have, your property, your funds, your capital, anything that attached to your name is very easy to be wiped off, because the business is attached to your name. Now, we have LLC, which is called a limited liability company. You can decide to go in this form of business. And one person can be a single member LLC. You don't have to have like many people or families or friends to join you before you can even have a business registration. So you can have your own business registration. You can start with LLC proprietorship. So LLC allows you to have a protection, a share of protection in your business, which help you as a business owner to protect your business and separate your business from that of your personal asset. So your personal assets is going to be treated on its own, while the business asset is going to be treated as a business asset. So that way, let's say for instance, you go and borrow money from the bank. Instead of the bank to go after you for the loan amount that you take to fund your business or fund a project or maybe buy merchandise, machineries, set up office, do payrolls, or business setup, to cut it short. Bank can only go after the property that belongs to the business, not your own property. Now, before the bank or any lenders can be able to now go after your own personal thing, that means they already take different things that belongs to the company before they can even look towards. Because don't forget, regardless, even if you have, even if you register your business as a LLC, it's still attached to the owner. Because if you're 100% ownership of this business, it's called single member LLC. You have some certain level of protection that the business automatically gives you compared to sole proprietorship. As a corporation, these are the highest layers of business registration. Corporation allows you to treat the business as an entity on its own. If you have a corporation, if your business is making above 2-3 millions, if you project and your business is making that kind of money, it's good for you to register your business as a corporation. If your business is making above 60,000 to 100,000, it's okay for you to register your business as LLC, right? But if you're a corporation, as a corporation, you have right to be able to issue shares, sell bonds, like you want to fund a project. Or yes, you want to fund a project, whatever the project might call, you have the right to be able to issue shares to the public as a corporation. That way, people can be able to bring in their money into the company, whereby you pay them a proceed. Let's say you pay them interest for the money that they invest in your company. So many people use corporation to first and foremost raise capital. They can decide to raise a capital. Maybe they need like 40-50 million to fund a project. So register the business in form of corporation is going to be a good idea decision to make. That way, you can be able to you can be able to raise the required capital, LLC, or compared to sole proprietorship, because those part of business has limitation. Now that you have already discovered what type of business structure you think, because by you creating your business plan, craft your idea, you already know the best business structure. And if you don't even understand the best business structure that you need to have, I would advise you that you seek the opinion from the expert. That way they will guide you through and tell you what is going to be advantage. Another thing, not only you form the business in form of either LLC or corporations or sole proprietorship, you need to have a proper business permit. It's very important. You have to get the legal business registrations and the permits. If you need to have a sales tax, it's important for you to get that sales tax. Just as if you go out, what majority of sales tax means that you buy goods in a large quantity from the manufacturer, then the manufacturer sell the goods to you without taking taxes in these goods, in the amount you are paying. Now the manufacturer will report service to the government saying that you buy just so amount of goods, but we don't tax you because you have a sales tax. Now, when you resell the goods and services, when you resell the goods to the end user, which is the consumer, now you collect taxes on those goods and remit it to the government. So if your business require you to have those licenses and permits, it is important that you gather all the needful paperwork, all the needful documentations that's going to make your business legal and well organized. And again, you need to understand the local law, and the federal regulations, because all these things are pertain to the business structures. It's part of what you need to know. And by you knowing all this information, it gives you a leeway to be able to do what you need to do, how you need to do it. And I know we already talked about the finance, the investment, financing the business. Like, what are the ways that you can be able to fund your dream idea? How can you fund it? As I earlier said, you can reach out to friends and family, tap into your savings, seek loan, apply for credit card, business funding, business loan. It can be a good idea for you to be able to just fund your business in one way or the other. But ideally, if you have a good, either tap in your savings or reach out to, if you have some rich friends, you can share what you have to them and tell them, hey, this is my idea, this is what I want to bring in the marketplace. If you give me this, I give you this. You can strike a deal with people, and I'm very sure that a lot of people might want to fund your idea. So there's no harm in asking. Branding. Branding is a very huge. How did people identify your product, your services? It goes based on the branding. What type of mark do you want to have in the commerce? Some people take branding to maybe design a business card, flyers. Well, people define branding in different way, but based on my opinion and how I see branding to be, branding is you. Let's say, for instance, let's say someone is looking for your services or your goods. Now, again, it depends on the kind of industry that you find yourself that's going to define the type of branding that you will be. If you're in a business of consulting like me, I would say my brand is me, because people want to know that I'm there when they need me, whereby every online platform, my information must be the same. I must have the same image, the same picture, the same write-up. Then when they are searching, everything is matching across the web. Again, I said, based on my own idea definitions of branding. But why some people, let's say for instance, maybe they go on YouTube, they'll find different write-up. They go on Facebook, is different. They go on TikTok, is different. They go on Instagram, is different information. On LinkedIn, is different information. Now, how do you want to, let the marketplace see you? Then you're already confused the people himself. So branding is one of the crucial elements when we are talking about entrepreneur or business process. And we're going to dive in more in some of the videos, maybe our next video, right? Yeah, our next video, we might be talking about branding and how branding play a crucial role. When we talk about marketing and sales strategy, how do we develop marketing? Digital marketing such as SEO, email marketing. How do we define our digital marketing? What platforms are we making use of in order for people to be able to know that we're out there, or in order for us to showcase our business to those who really need us? So your marketing determine the type of sales that you'll be having. Because if your marketing is very poor, or you don't have a very good strategies, because everything goes on the marketing, like how do you present your product in the marketplace? Where can people find you? Can people easily, are you on the top 3 in the Google search? Maybe someone is looking for a product or services. By the time they go on Google, can they be able to locate you? So, and those are part of what business people invest money on. Business people invest money on marketing strategies. Because if you don't spend money on marketing, how do you want to make business? How do you want to? So, you have to be able to craft a compelling marketing strategies, and not only crafting, you have to make it available that people use. That way, people can easily find your product, your goods and services. But if you don't have a compelling marketing, or you cannot be found on the social media, because nowadays everybody are on social media. So you have to be able to post things over there. Let people know, let people discover that you exist. Let people be able to have access to those solutions that you are there to enter the marketplace. That way, people can be able to patronize you, patronize your services. And in turn, it's going to be a win-win situation for you and those who need your services. So another one is setting up operation. Your website is your first thing that people want. That is how you present yourself in the marketplace. Your online presence. People want to, your website have to be appealing. How can we find you? Which social media can we find your services? Which social media can we find your products? Which social media do you belong to? Which social media or platform do you relate? What type of group do you form? Marketplace behavior speaks more than anything. Through your website, people can be able to know the products or services review, testimonies. And with your website, people can be able to know how legitimate your business or your services are. So, your website must be outstanding. But as your business grows, you need to be able to upgrade your website, because that is the first appearance that people see, and be able to make a relate, because your website speaks more about who you are. Because everything about the founder, everything about the product, everything about the services, everything about the solution that you are bringing on the table, your website already delivers. And again, the social media, how you behave, how people respond, and how your solution address people's needs. Your website can only be the one to say this. How do you first and foremost, we're going to talk about how you first and foremost hire your first employee. Then how do you create a company culture? Then leadership and management tips. How do you hire your team? How do you hire your first employee? What process do you take to hire your first employees? Do you put the job on your website? And these are part of what your website might think of having. Maybe have a slot where people can be able to apply for a position. Now, do you hire your employee traditionally? Or do you use an agent, like agency or staffing agency, to recruit people for you? How do you hire your first employees? What does it cost to even, if you're hiring internally or externally? Externally is maybe you're using a source like recruitment firm, like staffing agency to recruit for you. Or you recruit those people by yourself. What are the things that you look for when you hire? Look for the skill sets, the knowledge, the industry knowledge, the certification, the qualifications, past job experience, years in the industry. Is the person knows what he's doing in terms of, do they have a past experience? Have they worked in the area that you want to hire them? Or do this person have the great quality in terms of the tools, system, programs that you use in your own firm? All these are part of the questions that centers around how you hire people. Then, creating a culture. How do you create a company culture? What are the things that you need to put together in order for you to create a culture? How you want people to behave, how you want people to treat the work, how you want people to behave after work, and how you want every employee who are connected to your brand to behave in the marketplace and even the social gathering. What are the information that you don't even want your employees to deploy or to use out there? What are the things that you celebrate in your organization? What are the things that you welcome? What are the things that you did not welcome? What are the favorite holidays that your company itself outlined for its employee and its top management? How do you put together your team? How do you celebrate them? How do you promote them? How do you cheer them up? How do you reward them? All these are centers on the culture that people look into when joining a company. And these are part of the things that you have to, as time goes on, you have to implement in your own business. Then you talk about the aspect of the leadership style, the tips. How do you define your company leaders? What are the things that the employees should be aware of? How do you lead? How do you lead? How do you intend to lead the people that you are going to be welcoming on board to join you as a team? What are the structures? What are the plans? What are the things that you have laid down as a new entrepreneur or as an existing entrepreneur? What are those skill sets that you put together for the people who are joining your team? What type of leadership do you want to convey? Or what type of leadership do you plan to implement in your own arena? All these are part of what you need to circle together, put them together, and implement to make your business a success. There's one key thing that circle around business that is very key. This can bring in a lot of success to your business, or at the same time, it can cripple or shut your business down. It's called customer service. Customer service is one of the great online presence communication or attributes that everybody, not all people, cherish most. Your business customer service structure must be great because you are serving the people, the public. You are serving the public. You have to have a special training for people who are in the front side of your business. Those people who welcome the customer, who reach out to the customer, who resolve claim, who make peace between the customers and the company, people who handle customer feedback, people who process everything transactional in your business. Because there is a lot of people who have, especially outsider, like a customer. We call them the hungry customer. They can do anything. Anything, angry customer. If they are not well served, or if anything happens or anything goes wrong, they won't take it easy. So your customer service must be a top notch. And how do you bring great product, services, customer service, customer success, retention to the marketplace is the key. Because if people decide to boost your product, all they need to do is to give you a better review. And with a snap like this, your product will be like, boom. Now, if people decide maybe what you are doing doesn't meet the people's requirements, the customer service can be a very bad thing. Because when people started leaving a bad review, when people start leaving a bad review on your business, it's very, very, very dangerous. And it can even cause business closure. So customer service is part of a top notch that you must develop and be able to handle complaints, feedback, customers need. You have to make sure that you put customer at the priority. This will allow your business to move way forward. We'll have a video on some importance of customer service. Then another one is financial management. As a business owner, you must have a proper bookkeeping, proper accounting system, because you want to make sure that how you create your budgets, how you create your expenditures, how you create your inflows, how you create your expenses are well tracked, and what are the proceeds after the overhead expense, what is take home. If you don't have a right proper bookkeeping, it will be a very messed up situation. So that is why having a proper bookkeeping, a proper accounting system is a very great wealth in business world. And it's very important for you to make sure that all your records are well kept. Not even for only the business, but again, Uncle Sam, sometimes it can be very challenging, because when what they call the power of audits, when the audits show up, it is a mind-blowing. So the accounting aspects and the ability to understand the financial statements, be able to analyze the number, because number doesn't go wrong. You have to know the number. You have to be able to calculate if the business is making profit or the business is not making no profit. If the business is doing good or the business is not doing good. If the cash flow is cash flow is not really coming back, the expense is high compared to the cash flow. All these are things that you must factor in. Because if you don't factor them in, then it's going to become a very huge challenge for you. So cash flow is a priority, and proper account management is a key. You just have to be able to understand all these basic principles. Because if you don't know all this, what are you doing in the business world? What do you want to be an entrepreneur? Because the scope of entrepreneur is the ability to know the number game. If you don't know the number game, my friend, it's called disaster. Then another thing in entrepreneur is called scaling your business. What do you mean by scaling your business? How, when, where, what? When do you need to scale your business? How do you scale your business? And when is the right time to scale your business? Those are part of things that entrepreneur usually face because they must be able to scale. When do you need to expand? When do you need to bring new products? When do you need to bring new services to the marketplace and to the market reach? All these levels on scale, you must be able to scale your business. When do you need to scale your business? How do you scale your business? What time do you need to bring great product to the marketplace? And you can see that bringing great product to the marketplace is a huge business scaling because you are offering those great things that probably your competitors are not even aware of. And that is one of the reasons why you need to scale. Sometimes you might decide and build a business and turn around and sell it. But in this area, we are only focusing on why, how, what is the right time for you to scale. And the right time for you to scale is going to depend on how your business is behaving in the marketplace. Then the next thing is the technology and tools. What are the core technologies that you need? What are the tools that you need in order for you to take your business to the next level? You must be able to use technology to your fullest. This is going to allow you to, first, if you are using technology, it will help you in time management. All those tasks that might requires you to spend 1 or 2 hours. If you use technology, probably it might take you 5 minutes. Then that means you already expand your productivity. Because in entrepreneur, the major thing is how do we improve the productivity? Time management is one of the great key things and is one of the major challenges that every entrepreneur faces on a daily basis and is very costly. So, ability to implement great technology. So, it is important to use technology to your fullest. Get me right? Use it to direct your business to the greater heights. I didn't say use the technology in a best way because it's there for us to use so that it can make life better for we, the entrepreneur. So technology. And as technology is advancing, we also must be able to advance and adapt. That way, it can be able to make our calling easy. But if you decide not to use technology, well, I don't think there's any entrepreneur who choose not to use the technology. Everybody have to use. People just have to use technology. There's no two ways about it. Because do you want to do email marketing? How do you want to reach out to people without using email marketing? You have to subscribe to one email marketing provider to be able to deliver your goods and services, products to the wide audience. But if you just want to capitalize on social media, well, social media works great. Don't get me wrong. But again, using email marketing to reach a wider audience because people have to read it. People have to open their emails. People have to be able to see what is going on in the market, especially when they join your newsletter. So social media And email marketing is great. It's part of technology. So we just have to use it. Because if you make life very easy for you, for your business, for your team, for your group, then you can be able to think more and bring better solution to the marketplace and to those people who you are rendering the service to, the people that you love. And then enjoy those great things with your family because you work less while capitalizing on technology to do an amazing job on your behalf. Now, another great thing as an entrepreneur that we just need to explore or that you need to explore is called networking and mentorship. You have to go out from your comfort zone. You have to meet people within the industry that you serve, within the industry that you are rendering all this great support to. Because we are rendering support to people who need our services, to people who need our great products. It's give and take. You must be able to network and see what other people are doing differently that you are not doing. You need to network so that you can be able to know your competitors, be able to know what the great people or the top leader in the industry are doing from their experience, from their discovery. That is going to open another stream of income while you are offering more valuable service or products to the people that you serve. So networking allows you to improve your database. It allows you to meet a great mentor. Mentorship allows you to seek for help. You just have, as an entrepreneur, you cannot do it alone. You need a mentor. You need people who's going to be able to put you through. You need people who is going to guide you. Because if you don't have a mentor, something that's supposed to take you, let's say 5 years or 4 years, with a mentor, it can maybe take you less than a month. You use mentor to cut down the wasted time, the gap between your now and the time you need to unlock those keys of wealth, of riches, of great goods and services. So the mentorship gives you the room to unlock things that you did not know. So it's important for you to have a mentorship. Join a mentor program. You need to join a mentor program just like the one that we have. It's a mentor program that even those who want to learn about entrepreneurship and the one that are already there already, that they don't even know how to move their business from point A to B, or they don't even know how to add more value to their business or services. That's why we have this program. It's called Unlock Teach Key Challenge. If you look at my back very well, you see Unlock Key Challenge. We teach people how they can be able to discover themselves and bring the great thing inside them to the marketplace while having a better lifestyle. So this challenge, we'll start doing it maybe once in a month or once in 2 months. But it's a very great start for majority of the entrepreneur. Even if you don't even have a business idea, the challenge can open up so many avenues of opportunity for you. So it's part of networking and mentorship. When you join the challenge, it's 1 week challenge. We'll teach you everything that you need to need. You need all the tools. We'll teach you how you can be able to bring more value to the marketplace, to the people that you love, and serve more better and create more solutions that can address people's concern. Why you benefit, you leave those legacies that you've been dreaming of. So, mentorship and programs, networking are part of the things that raise business on higher, because they have to be able to mingle, they have to join a community, they have to be able to share ideas, they have to be able to share their thoughts, whereby they receive new things. Through mentorships, networking is where you pour your heart out as an entrepreneur and receive new things or how to the things that you have. Then refresh it, go through those information and appraise them, and then use those ones in order to better your entrepreneur calling. So you need a mentorship. You need to network. You need to mingle with people. You need to be social. You need to connect. You can say entrepreneur, they go to different conferences, business conferences, in order to connect, in order to share ideas, in order to learn new things. As an entrepreneur, you must be able to take one or two training in a month, in a year, in a quarter. If you don't do that, you remain the same thing. You cannot be able to offer better stuff for your people. So that's why you have to keep evolving. You have to keep learning so that you can be able to offer more stuff for your people. Maintaining work-life balance. As an entrepreneur, how do you manage your calling as an entrepreneur? And probably you have a family, your loved ones, and those things that you love more, maybe your hobby. How do you manage it? How do you combine them together? You must be able to balance it. Because why are you working for? Why are you creating all this great stuff for? Well, why are you creating all those solutions for other people if you don't have time for yourself? If you don't have time for your family? If you don't have time to even spend those great things that you have been creating in order for you to have a freedom? So you must be able to balance the business, balance the family, balance those things that you love. So you have to maintain good, healthy life. You have to eat well, sleep well. When you're building a business, not easy when it comes about sleep better. Please, you must be able to balance. You must be able to live an healthy life so that you can enjoy all this great reward of the calling of entrepreneur, which is make more money. I love to make money. I love to make more money. That way, when you are in good health, in good shape, you can be able to cater for people that you love. You can be able to give back to the community, the society. You can be able to contribute to those of your callings and change people's life. You can only be in a good health in order for you to do that. But now, if you don't balance the work, or you work too much that you don't even have time, then how do you want to enjoy it? How do you want to spend time with your loved one? How do you want to spend time with the things that you love most? Maybe there's a sport that you love more. Maybe there's a whatever thing. So balancing life and work-life balance is one of the major things that you need to factor as an individual who run the show. So if these are major things that you can put together when you want to start a business from scratch as an entrepreneur. You must be able, if you can follow all these steps that we have mentioned, the rest is history. If you know that this video serves you in one way or the other, don't forget to comment. Don't forget to like the video, give it a thumbs up, and if possible, you can share to people who you think might benefit from this great information. Till then, we love you, and I see you in our next video. Stay blessed. Peace be unto you.